get them to that next level. And I'm sure that's what their thought process was when they made the deal.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Davis drives in. That's tipped. Adebayo with the ball. Picked up by Davis. White. From outside, off the mark. And Alperen Şengün continues to prove himself, RJ, as one of the game's most promising big men.
A lot of it is because of his passing ability, Kevin. Shades of Nikola Jokic out there. Having a big man who can distribute like Şengün is a real luxury.
Okogie misses. Irving looking for an opening. Pass to Şengün. Here's Davis. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
This is something that Goonie does well for his position, connecting on timely passes.
Chicago shooting their first foul shot of the game. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Now here is Davis. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Kicks it out to Johnson. Trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Good on the three-point shot.
The ever-evolving game of Şengün adding the three-point stroke. That makes him so much tougher to guard.
Here's Sharp. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Out to Thompson. The screen from Thompson. Outside Irving. Back to Thompson. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Adebayo, that's a two-pointer. A rebound by Johnson.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now here is Davis. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Hits the three-point bomb.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017, he's come a long way. Kevin, his chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. So both teams changing it up here. Pass to Dosunmu. And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Picking up that second foul early is tough. He'll have to be careful, and we'll see how much coach trusts him to not get that third.
Wiggins from outside.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their score.
Pass to Sharp. That's a 2 from Smith. Rebound by the Bulls. Wiggins outside. On the wing, Dosunmu. Back to Wiggins. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Buzelis with the ball. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
On the wing. Lonzo Mourning grabs the miss.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And you'd like to see Buzelis use that size inside rather than just settle for the jump shot.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Adebayo. Connects from three-point range. Adebayo's got 5.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Davis surveying the floor. Driving in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on White. The Bulls have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. We've got more hoops coming your way in just... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Shot clock at 6. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Here's Irving. Henderson pulls it in. Timberwolves leading by 4. Crafty move. And Mourning sends it back. Johnson right side. And the shot goes in.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Pass to Shannon. There's the triple. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Irving. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Henderson. Smith outside. Over Johnson. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And they take the lead. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for Chicago.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
With the teardrop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play. But I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
Henderson outside. Here's Nurkic. It's all in by the Bulls. Johnson with it. Now Henderson defending. Pass to Buzelis. Off target from outside. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. And a missed layup.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
The shot by Thompson, no good. So it's the Timberwolves now. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
Chicago calls timeout. There's 1:40 left in the first half of the game. Now here is Davis. Driving the lane. And it's Baron Davis with the finish.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hop.
Here's Davis. No good that time. Great D that time from Adebayo. Here's Ware. Pass to Adebayo. To the wing right side. To the inside. And stolen by Mourning. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the half. Deep, Adebayo. Chicago grabs the miss. Pass to Buzelis. Takes a three. Buries the long-range jumper. Buzelis has got his third basket of the night right there.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow. You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Out to Smith. Just on the clock. Nice jump shot. Good. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter. Davis gets a wide open look. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's Chicago up by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Driving to the basket. An easy 2 points on the layup. Davis has got the first bucket of the third here for the Bulls.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Sharp, that's good.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
Davis inside. Buzelis, no one around him. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. And that's 12 points for Buzelis. Shoots from the corner. And there's another one for the Timberwolves. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Outside, Davis. Lays it up off the glass. Davis has got 10.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Conley with it. He has yet to score. Here's Sharp. And the layup's good off the glass.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Left side, Davis. Pass to Mourning. In the corner, it's Buzelis. Looks for Mourning, gets it to him. And Mourning throws it down.
And look at the rookie out there facilitating for his team. Buzelis not missing the chance to make his teammates better.
Here's Conley. Now Sharp. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
And for Klay Thompson, Richard, he's entering a different part now of his career.
And it happens to all of us. Father Time is undefeated. But Klay's game, his ability to hit threes as an elite level, that is not going anywhere, Kevin. He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Ware, good.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Both teams deciding to change it up. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Irving. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And Buzelis is in a rhythm now. He's playing to his strengths and taking what is offered from the defense.
For three, Smith. And it's Mourning with the rebound.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Lets the three fly. Rebound by Smith. Timberwolves trail by 8. It's stolen by Buzelis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Jabari Smith picks one up.
And you get the sense that guys are still trying to figure out how to guard Buzelis.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. And Adebayo throws it down.
This is how Adebayo typically gets his points. Off the roll, off the lob, or off the glass.
Pass to Thompson. Thompson with the three.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Ware. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 11-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. Pass to Ware. And good that time. Ware's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nothing in the game's quite as smooth as a finger roll. Great finish right there.
And so it's Chicago in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside. That's where. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Timberwolves trailed by 9. Now Henderson inside and stolen by Şengün. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. The shot by Thompson, no good.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Here's Shannon. And the three ball is good. Shannon's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Timberwolves. And here is Davis. Dives to the hoop. Takes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Shannon. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Davis down low. Minnesota with the rebound. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, and the defense allowing some room here on the inside in the second half, and they're taking advantage. A lot of their points coming from in the paint.
RJ, no matter what the situation, Nurkic is a monster on the glass, isn't he?
He had 31 rebounds in 2024. You never see that anymore.
The Bulls call timeout. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with the team. Now it's a close one, so coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Here's White. Rebound by Johnson. The Bulls leading by 6. It's Davis with the drive. Şengün with a wide-open look. No good from outside.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Pass to Şengün. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Davis, that's for 2. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Pass to White. Here's Shannon. Drains it from beyond the arc. Shannon's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Timberwolves. Outside, Davis. Now, here's Şengün. And the Bulls with another miss.
Credit to him for trying to zip that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Here's Shannon. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Chicago leading. Pass to Irving. Off on the layup. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Shannon. That 3 off the mark. On the wing, Irving. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
Frames it from downtown. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
It counts.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Pass to Shannon. From deep. It's good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Johnson outside. Places one from 3.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Over to the left wing. Good! Here's Irving. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
It's gonna get rich.